If you're speccing a new Mac, you are faced with the choice of sticking with the standard storage or paying a substantial amount of money for maybe not so much storage. We know that we can use an external hard drive enclosure with some Thunderbolt support and use our M2 NVMe's that way. But what if we can connect something like this to our Mac? This was sent to me from Acasis to check out. We are going to test it in this video. It's a 4-bay NVMe Thunderbolt 5 enclosure that supports full 80 gigabits per second to all of these 4 drives at the same time. It's ready for macOS, Windows and Linux. In this thing you could potentially have 32 terabytes of local SSD storage. Each NVMe port on this enclosure supports up to 8 terabyte drives. Acasis is also releasing a Pro variant of this enclosure with a 10-bay, so potential of 80 terabytes there, and a 4-bay Air variant which has 40 gigabytes per second over Thunderbolt 5 instead of 80 gigabytes which this enclosure I have today has. Acasis is launching this enclosure in these days, and you have a link to their Kickstarter campaign in the description below this video if you want to see more information about it. In the box you have the enclosure itself, you have cables and you know, everything you need to really get this up and running. You even get a screwdriver for the 4 cover screws. You also get thermal pads you apply to the SSDs you're going to install in this enclosure. Just remember to remove the plastic cover of the thermal pads. Installing the SSDs are very straightforward and easy. You have this sort of rubber grommets. You get more than 4, so if you lose one, it's you are covered. You insert it into the notch at the end of your M2 NVMe drive there, and then you just insert it into the port and you press down in the corresponding hole in the enclosure. And as you can see, it supports different lengths of NVMe SSDs, so you can find the full specification of what it supports on the links below the video. After that you can get the cover on again here with the 4 screws, and you are ready to go. So here it is, the enclosure. It has some heft to it. It's probably necessary since 4 NVMe drives can generate some heat and you need to dissipate that, so that's nice that they have made it like this. The host port on the back here is one USB-C port which you can connect to the host. It supports Thunderbolt 5, but it's also compatible with USB 4, Thunderbolt 3 and 4 and other USB standards. You also have 2 external Thunderbolt 5 ports on the back here. That also supports a max transfer rate of 80 gigabits per second, and you can drive up to 8K 60Hz videos or displays. This is how it looks like between the M4 Mac Studio. You have the power button below there, you have the status light for power, and you have lights for the representing each drive in this enclosure. So when you connect your enclosure to your computer, and which is in my case is the M4 Mac Studio, you get those your SSDs just as regular SSD drives in your disk utility here as separate drives. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with them here. You can format them and you can make RAIDs, all of the stuff you can do in disk utility. One thing I wanted to do now is run a Blackmagic speed test on all 4 drives at the same time, and I'm going to write the specifications of the actual SSD I'm testing above the Blackmagic design window here, because I'm not testing the max speed this is able to deliver, because I don't have those SSDs. I have one SSD which is around 6,000 and 7,000 megabytes per second, but the rest of the SSDs I have isn't max speeds, so you know about that. So running these tests at the same time, it's pretty cool. You can see the speed here, and if you had another Thunderbolt 5 equipped SSD, you could connect that behind the Acasis enclosure here in the Thunderbolt 5 ports there as well, and you could add another drive into the mix and also get it working with this setup. Since these drives are just regular drives connected directly to your computer, you can also use the built-in software RAID functions in, for example, Mac OS. So you could potentially, if you wanted to RAID two drives together, you could do that with disk utility. For example, you go to the RAID assistant, can select if you want RAID 0, RAID 1, or just a bunch of drives here, which will take all of your drives and just make a big drive of it. You can, for example, use striped. So if we take RAID 0, my two slower 2 terabyte SSDs together, because those I don't have any data on them, and we can just see how that works. So it's making the RAID and doing all of this stuff over here, and shouldn't take that long, and it's actually finished, and we have the RAID setup here, and we can see that we have the drives here. And now we can again see here in Finder that we have the RAID 0 here, and it's 4 terabytes. Blackmagic disk speed test, RAID 0 drive, and we can run a test, and we can see what kind of speeds we get there. So you can see that it is working as it should, and we can even start another one, go to the other fastest SSD here and run that one again. We can see we have 6,000 here, 5,700. Acasis built this for creative professionals and people that do a lot of work in the AI field. For people that needs a lot of fast local storage, having something like this could be very useful. As you might understand, I do video editing myself. Having a dedicated SSD for just that purpose before I offload my projects to my NAS is really nice, and especially if I do sort of long form projects where I have a lot of video data and just takes up a lot of space. It's really nice that you can have sort of a 2 terabyte drive or something like this and just have your video projects on that. And let's say if you're a composer, a lot of music producers watch my content, you can, for example, have high-end sample libraries on the external storage, for example orchestral libraries and stuff like that takes up a lot of space. Yeah, you can have, for example, a dedicated drive for just samples, and you can have a dedicated drive, for example, for your projects. Just organize that in a different way when you have access to more than one drive. Macs are also getting more and more viable for gaming now with Steam and constant updates for crossover. So it's not usual that a game, for example, requires from, let's say, 50 to 150 gigabytes in storage. And I mean, if you have a Mac with just, let's say, 512 gigs of storage, if you install just a few of those games, you can just fill up the storage pretty fast. So for me, that often changed my setup. I changed my Macs. Having most of my storage separately from my actual Mac, it helps speed up my workflow if I decide to change my Mac. I actually have an external drive which can house only one SSD, so but I'm definitely going to use this to its full potential. The SSDs I have tested in this enclosure now, it's the SSDs I had in my FreeNAS server, but now when I can have them locally connected through Thunderbolt 5 and more or less get the full speed to my Mac Studio, it's just a much better choice, at least for my workflow, at least now. Again, for more information, check the links in the description below. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for Acasis for sending this enclosure to me to check out. I will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.